G'day guys, Scott Wagstaff, your General Manager here at Carbrook Golf Club. Now recently I put up my last update for 2022. Well, I thought it would be my last update. But some news came through to me last Thursday that I thought was really important to share with you as the members of Carbrook Golf Club. Now, to summarise what's happened this year, obviously all of the members and even a lot of non-members will understand the impact that the floods of 2022 have had on a number of facilities through the southeast Queensland area, as well as the northern rivers and even all the way down to Sydney. The Queensland Government subsequently put out a number of grant opportunities for clubs to help them recover and become more resilient as the future unfolds. Our club subsequently put in for a grant through the Community and Recreational Assets Recovery and Resilience Program. The good news is that we were successful, and the amount of funding that we've received through that program is $1.463 million. So that is an absolute game changer for our club and something that we are very, very happy with, obviously, after one of the most difficult years in our club's history. Now, the three big ticket items that we've successfully gained some funding to help us with. Firstly, our irrigation system has had some repairs required after the flood effects from February 2022. Some of those are significant and we haven't been able to complete them yet due to the lack of funding. So we'll be able to complete that and get our irrigation system back to 100%, which is really important for our needs, especially through the warmer months. Secondly, we have some massive erosion problems here at Carbrook Golf Club. Our members would be aware, especially those that have been around since maybe the 80s and the 90s. The area beyond the 11th green continues to lose a lot of land, as you can sort of see on an overhead here. What you don't see is where the land used to be, but the land used to be around 30 to 40 metres out into where the river is now. That movement of water, especially through a significant event like a flood, rips out a whole heap of land, and we just keep losing to the river. So a significant amount of funding has been allocated towards us designing and implementing an erosion plan to just stabilise that bank and prevent any future loss. We're not going to regain what we've lost, but at least we'll be able to prevent the land slipping into the river moving forward. There's also a big problem with our first tee. We've got some issues there with erosion that will allow us to address that issue on the first tee. And the final piece of the puzzle is concrete paths, and about 50% of that grant money will be allocated towards concrete paths that will be through the front and back 9, and that will make most of those areas really weather resistant and will allow us, in the case of a flood event, to get back on the course much quicker than we've been able to do in the past. So what's happened with a lot of our pathways, as those members would know, is they're not only covered in silt, they get washed away, and we have to rebuild kilometres and kilometres of paths every time we have a flood event. And so that won't be required once we get these concrete paths in. So in terms of expectations moving forward, this is a lot of money. This is going to take quite a lot of time, and there's a number of meetings that we need to have with government. We've just found out this news, so bear with us. We'll keep you updated as this all unfolds, but some exciting news for us. I wouldn't expect that the project will be completed within 12 months. It might take up to 2 years for some of those things to be finalised, but just to give you a heads up, we'll keep you up to date as 2023 unfolds on where we're at, but it is exciting for us to work out how we're going to implement those funds and really make our club strong and resilient as we move forward. Now, I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank a few people. This is such an amazing thing that's happened to our club, specifically to the Queensland Government and the Department of Tourism, Innovation and Sport for their trust and their investment in community assets like our club is, and all of the other community clubs that have been able to gain funding. I think golf in total has received around $5 million in funding, so that's an amazing achievement for our sport as well as our club. I'd also like to thank Chris and Ryan from the Department of Tourism, Innovation and Sport for their help through the last 7 or so months, their compassion and all of their assistance in getting our application to a point where we could submit it. Thank you to those guys. To the Golf Australia team, specifically David Webber and Luke Bates, who have been amazing through their help over the last many years, but specifically in 2022 as we've dealt with these ridiculous flood events that we've had to endure. And to the team at Red Tape Busters, Rob Lillystone and Andrew Hamilton specifically for their help in helping us put together our application, which has obviously been successful. To our members, thank you for your patience. We know you've enjoyed a lot as well as members of our club, but the future looks extremely bright and we can't wait to see what happens in our next era. Take care. Have a great Christmas. See you soon. Oh, Sunny's off. Sorry. Yeah. Notice my forehead's getting significantly bigger. Okay. Some big news. Come on, Scott, you got to deliver this well. What did the government call a program crap? I mean, the acronym. The acronym is actually crap. It's weird, isn't it? Take 23. Now, I just wanted to take this opportunity to flick this fly away from like here. Piss off, mate. And that'll give us a significant amount of, sorry to use significant a lot. I've used significant quite a few times.
At least twice.
Oh, just twice. Okay, I feel like I've said it about 43 times. Anyway, I'll go back.